goes in, and then we build the engines, the airframe, the electronics, and we integrate all of that together. And that's all done more or less under...
Why SpaceX is dropping a Starship into water. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to our YouTube channel. Today we will be looking at why SpaceX is dropping a Starship into water. Stay tuned till the end. SpaceX's drone fleet that catches falling starships is dubbed a shortfall gravitas. Elon Musk, the company's founder, shared a dramatic video of a flying drone circling the ship on Twitter on Friday, July 9. Musk succinctly noted in the piece that he was excited for his new adventure, and he noted in another tweet that the drone ship is totally autonomous and that no tugboat is needed to transport it out the Atlantic Ocean near SpaceX's normal launch site at the Kennedy Space Center in Florida. The new ship will be based in Florida and will service Falcon Heavy and SpaceX's flagship rocket, the Falcon 9, which are regularly used to launch Starlink broadband satellites into orbit, as well as, according to Spaceflight Now's international launch calendar, SpaceX's next scheduled launches are at the Starlink mission from Vandenberg Space Force Base in California in July. A drone ship. The drone ship, a shortfall of Gravitas ASOG, will take over the job of the long-running Of Course I Still Love You, which has been supporting Atlantic launches since 2015. It was switched to the Pacific Coast this month following a month-long tour that began on June 10. SpaceX is increasing the number of starships, necessitating more drone ship support to catch the rocket's reusable stages. Elon Musk recalled the second SpaceX drone ship. Just read the instructions, JRTI. Elon Musk said the drone ship was relocated to Port Canaveral in 2019 from the port of Los Angeles. In a Twitter debate from 2018 still holds water. It looks like the upcoming launches. Musk previously stated that a third drone ship was being built. ASOG is named after Ian M. Banks' work, the newest ship is named after a great scientist, and the other two are named after ships mentioned in Banks' culture novels. ASOG's arrival also coincides with SpaceX's ramping up work on its Starship prototype series, which is intended to test the California company's Mars settlement scheme. SpaceX hopes to conduct an orbital test of Starship soon, with a target date of July, but it is awaiting certification from the Federal Aviation Administration, which can take months. The Starship takes off from Boca Chica, Texas, not far away. Starship being dropped in water. You could mistake SpaceX's Starship prototype for a water tower. Despite reports that the company intends to use off-the-shelf tank components, Elon Musk explained on Friday that the Starship will be dropping into water for the first time, and the whole procedure will be about discovering Starship behaviors in water, like the speed that Starships may use while launching from a water body. This will also allow the retrieval or the catching of rocket parts that fall off during the launch and dispatch. The move will be economical to both the company and the environment. A Teslarati story started the debate claiming that the corporation plans to employ publicly accessible manufacturing technology to construct Starship bodies in a couple of days. Musk, on the other hand, responded quickly on Twitter saying that accusations weren't true and that the business wants to employ off-the-shelf water tower production technology isn't quite right. SpaceX's goal is to manufacture Starships quickly in order to fuel some of its most ambitious missions, thus speed is crucial. Musk stated during a September 2019 event where he unveiled the first full-scale Starship prototype that will accelerate the work and be built fairly quickly. The rocket is totally reusable, capable of transporting up to 100 people or 100 tons at a time, and is intended to be used for all of SpaceX's missions, from satellite launches to the construction of a settlement on Mars. While speed is critical, SpaceX will need to concentrate on precision. Musk said, "I need 3 to 4 times the precision of a water tower, which requires very exact parts, fittings, and welding. The team can afford to be less precise for suborbital launches. However, because the primary structure is manufactured within a factory in volume, a marginal manufacturing tower is required," Musk said. The Starship's distinctive stainless steel appearances has prompted several comparisons. The design was inspired by the inventors of Tintin. According to Musk, water tower comparisons are common, especially with the reduced designs utilized for testing. Musk compared a small Starhopper to R2-D2 spotter when it performed a 150-meter test jump in August 2019. The one-of-a-kind design provides a variety of advantages, and it allows for transpiration cooling where the material almost sweats to keep temperatures down, as Musk explained in January 2019. Another reason SpaceX chose stainless steel over carbon fiber is pricing, which is $2,500 per ton compared to other materials that are quite expensive. In response to a query regarding whether SpaceX might use water tower machines to build its rockets, Musk said that unaltered machines don't perform well due to inefficiency. He explained that the Starhopper's steel was 12.5 millimeters thick. Steel with a thickness of 4 millimeters is used in the SN1 prototype, and they could go as low as 2 millimeters in places for optimum versions. SpaceX has previously described plans to increase manufacturing efficiency by using steel straight from the mill and shaping it to the correct form rather than separate components. SpaceX will have to balance speed and efficiency as it builds up its intended stack of Starships with a previously stated aim of offering quality of Starships. SpaceX is already working on its first floating spaceport platform with a goal of conducting launches as soon as next year. Elon Musk, the CEO of SpaceX, gave an update on the status of Deimos, one of two converted oil rigs that the company purchased earlier this year in order to turn the upcoming Starship reusable rocket. The two rigs were purchased by SpaceX at the beginning of this year, where the construction term is fitting given that the ultimate goal is for Starship to transport both people and commodities to and from Mars. Musk and SpaceX have previously discussed their vision for a future in which spaceports like Deimos are located within easy reach for major global hubs, allowing SpaceX to operate a global network of hypersonic point-to-point travel using Starships that can ferry people from Beijing to New York in around 30 minutes. Prior to that, SpaceX plans to perform orbital flight testing of the Starship and its companion rocket, the Super Heavy. Musk stated earlier this year that the company might start flying rockets from its offshore platforms by the end of 2021. This new schedule shows that the multi-CEO has pushed for a more optimistic forecast, which is fairly typical. SpaceX is currently preparing for its maiden orbital flight test, which will comprise the first flight of Starship atop Super Heavy and the recovery of the Starship when it splashes down off the coast of Hawaii. It is now conducting extended Raptor engine ground testing in preparation for the next major milestone. Journey to Mars. Musk hopes to use Starship ships to assist in the transportation of astronauts to Mars and has stated that the spaceship might be completely operational by 2023 if testing goes well. As part of NASA's Artemis program, astronauts will be sent to explore more of the moon, and the agency has chosen SpaceX to continue construction of the first commercial human lander that will safely transport the next two American astronauts to the lunar surface. At least one of these astronauts will be the first woman to walk on the moon. The Artemis program also aims to place the first person of color on the lunar surface. 4 astronauts will be launched into lunar orbit aboard the Orion spacecraft by NASA's powerful Space Launch System rocket. 2 astronauts will then voyage to the moon's surface, and after spending about a week on the surface, they'll board the lander for the short trip back to orbit, where they'll meet up with Orion and his crew returning to Earth. The HLS Starship, which is planned to land on the moon, relies on SpaceX's proven Raptor engines and Falcon and Dragon vehicle flying history. The Starship has a large cabin for easy navigation. The Starship architecture is planned to develop in the coming years for missions to the moon, Mars, and other distant destinations. This brings us to the end of our video. I hope you enjoyed it. Hit like if you did, and do not forget to subscribe to our channel so that you do not miss out on any of our videos in the future. Remember to comment and share the video, and leave your comments down below in the comment section. Also, watch the 2 videos that are on your screen because I'm sure you will love them. And with that, I will see you in the next video.